the 3 mornings, to my knowledge, you'll have to excuse some of the squawking. We do have.
I know. I was like, "What's that noise?"
We have stormtroopers in the studio. They've got all kinds of equipment. They're in communication.
Impressive.
With their supervisors. First of all, let me talk to Ian from Sun City SciFi. Hi, Ian. How you doing today, Ian?
Hey, buzz, doing good, and yourself?
Very good. Now, tell me what this is about an X-Wing fighter being in El Paso.
Well, with our friends over at Fab Lab, the 3D printing place, we're printing up a 4-scale model X-Wing fighter. It's going to be about as big as a car, 8 feet long, 10 feet wide.
No, wait a minute. What are you doing?
We're 3D printing it.
No, get that. I don't think that exists.
How do you put it
together? You might as well tell me that you're bringing a live Tauntaun. I'm not going to believe you can 3D print. What are you talking about?
Well, we're using laser printers and 3D printers, to cut it out of cardboard, and it's really impressive. We're getting it together, and we're going to bring it out to BalloonFest all 3 days, and the 501st is going to be there with us. Darth Vader, the Mandalorian mercs. So, our booth is going to be full of Star Wars stuff.
Okay. There's a 3D printer place in El Paso.
Yeah, they're called Fab Lab. They're over on Montana, kind of close by. But
like what kind of things? I mean, I can't even comprehend what kind of things they would do at a place like this.
Anything.
If you wanted them to make, let's say I want to here's a picture of me. I want you to make an action figure out of me. Is that something they could do?
They could do that. Yeah. Actually, they'd have to get a 3D scanner, and they'd scan you, and they can 3D print you.
And they build it out of what? What do they use to build on?
It's like a plastic kind of resin. And
I wanted it made out of flesh, actual human skin. Could they do that?
If you're willing to donate it, I'm sure they could help.
I can get it. I'm not going to say I could donate it, but I can get it.
Ask them what they scanned next when they just used the toy or what?
Yeah. I mean, no.
Mondo wanted to know. You don't have headphones on. Mondo wanted to know, what did they scan to make the X-Wing fighter? Did you have a model, or is that what they scanned?
They have a huge database online. 3D models. You can pretty much print anything you can imagine. It's really crazy. You should definitely check out Fab Lab. It's ridiculous. It looks like it should be some equipment on the Enterprise or something.
Yeah. Don't they have some kind of fabricator? That was Star Trek technology, wasn't it?
A replicator?
A replicator. Thank you. We have from the 501st. Let's see now. I don't know. Do Storm clones give out their names, or do they just give out their number? Well, we got Andrew, who's TK728112. Dustin, who's Dustin? Dustin is TB 23351.
Do stormtroopers not talk either?
No, they talk.
Oh, they do.
They talk, but only when it's official imperial business.
Oh,
you see, there's some carbon scoring going on right there on his costume. He's apparently been in a battle recently. Yeah, he took some heavy fire.
From the Ewoks.
Came out on the other side okay. But he's got to get that cleaned up. That does not meet imperial regulation. That is a uniform in a state of disrepair, Fernando. Christian TK 31301. Now, is that how you say the numbers, or do you 31? How do you say them?
Just
you go ahead and tell me, Christian.
TK 31501.
31501.
Because he's part of the 501st.
But not all of them have a 501.
I noticed that.
And Ted, TK 42770. Now that's the guy you said was dressed in the black uniform.
Yeah, that was me that was hitting my head on the tent all day yesterday.
You kept hitting the head on the tent because you had the big helmet on. Once I saw him, I knew who he was exactly.
Okay, explain to me.
Some kind of technician, some kind of weapons technician aboard the Death Star who...
When they fire the laser.
Yep, when they fire the laser, he's the one that engages it.
Oh, okay.
That's what he does.
So are you going to be guarding the Death Star? Or
no, are you going to be...
I don't know about guarding. I'm the one that gets to fire it, though.
How about the Darth Vader balloon? What is the role of the 501st? Any of you guys, if you just walk to a microphone, can explain what is your role guarding or giving an honor guard or whatever to the Darth Vader balloon?
Well, every year, usually he's at the Albuquerque Balloon Festival, and usually we have a big group out there just keeping crowd control, really, because it gets crowded out there, and we're just the security guard for the Darth Vader balloon.
Yeah, you just keep the citizens.
Keep everything
in line.
in check.
Right.
Make sure nothing's going down.
Make sure there are no rebels in the crowd that want to do
Exactly.
any kind of damage. All right. Now, my other question, Christian, you can take this one since you're standing there by the microphone. The Yoda balloon, is your other mission going to be to try and destroy the Yoda balloon? Is that?
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Or Jedi
That one
protecting
was
that
just
balloon.
revealed last year.
Yeah, right. The Yoda balloon just came out. We got it this year at the Balloon Festival. So
That's pretty awesome.
I would say stay away. No, don't stay away, but be respectful of Darth Vader balloon. But also keep an eye on these guys around the Yoda balloon. If you see TK 728012 sneaking up, he's got like a pocket knife or something. Notify a Jedi. Let a Jedi know about that. So Mondo, we got Balloon Fest tickets. Here's what I thought we'd do: get 3 contestants.
All right.
I'm going to ask them to ask us any Star Wars trivia, no expanded universe. I'm talking about from
just
the movie.
the movies, just all 6.
Yep.
All 6 movies.
Yep, all 6.
They're ready for it. Believe me, they're ready for it.
No, I don't care what.
Is this like a stump the chumps type of thing?
Yeah, but start
Stump the 501st.
Yes, correct.
I am going to be for today an honorary member of the 501st. Usually, don't you give yourself that kind of honor, but
I got to ask him, where do they get the outfits?
Where do you get your uniforms? They look so official. They look like something that was in the movie.
Well, the 501st, since we're a kind of like costuming organization, all of the costumes we have are homemade fan kits that we built ourselves.
Now, so
That's amazing.
This comes as a kit that you order and you build it and put it together. Well, it looks fantastic. And over there, who's John? John's right here.
Morning.
John, now you must be an officer. Is that
well? No, actually, I'm in the middle of moving right now.
Oh, I see.
So my costume is between 2 different houses right now.
I don't recall an officer wearing a camp shirt.
I was going to say he doesn't blend in.
So, well, I guess even stormtroopers get a weekend here and there. Can dress how they want
some furlough
to.
Occasionally.
Yeah.
Since the Empire got defeated, there's not a whole lot of work around. So, you were talking to Fernie about the TIE pilot helmet.
Look
right
at that.
here. This is mine. This is one of my kits right here.
Oh wow!
You built that?
Yes. Well, no.
How much of it came as we see it now?
Now the actual helmet, it's fiberglass and resin cast. So the helmet itself was there. I did all the painting, in some of the base work. But I'd say this piece came about 80% complete. The kit itself, like they were talking, you'll see take Andrew and Christian here. There's actually altogether, there's probably about 20 to 30 separate pieces.
Oh my goodness.
That come together. When you're putting one together, you're talking about 40 to 50 hours. Initially, just to put the whole costume together.
Yeah, but at the end of it, you can look what you got. This
absolutely
super sweet ass stormtrooper costume. Yeah, it looks great. And what are the requirements for membership? You got to have a costume. You got to what is it?
So basically, the requirements for membership are to have a costume. We do accept expanded universe because in our minds it's still there. But
not mine. That's why I'm saying no questions from expanded universe. I'm not going to answer a question about Jax, the 6-foot green rabbit.
Is that why you lost that contest the last time at KTSM against that other Star Wars
that guy was very good.
Okay.
That was all from the movies.
Yeah, because you kind of
go ahead, John.
Yeah. So basically, once you get a kit put together, it's submitted to a membership liaison who goes through and more or less picks apart the pictures of your costume, tells you, hey, you need to tweak this here, or hey, this is completely perfect.
The Hello Kitty sticker is going to go.
Yeah, the Hello Kitty. Yeah, the Hello Kitty Trooper. Yeah, that's not that's not canon, unfortunately.
Let me ask a question, and anybody who feels that they have the answer. How is it that when the clones were fighting for the Senate, they were such good soldiers? They were dead-eye shots. Then when they're working for the Empire in the original movies, they can't hit anything. They got 5 targets. They can't even hit a Wookiee. How did they get to be such bad shots?
So it's all part of a master plan.
Yeah.
So
Christian, are you going to take this one?
Yeah, well, there's a theory going around that Darth Vader ordered the troops to miss the shots because, of course, this is his son we're talking about. He's trying to shoot at. When he first got onto the Death Star, he ordered all the stormtroopers to not shoot them.
Also, when they're flying back in the Millennium Falcon,
exactly. So
Han
they can
is
track.
right. Han is very pleased with himself, and Leia says it was too easy. They let us get away.
Exactly.
That would make sense.
That is so they can track them back to the rebel base, and they can get all the rebels in one shot.
Bingo. There you go.
That's why everyone thinks we're such terrible shots.
But you actually have to be very good not to hit something.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's actually what I was just about to say. Considering how many people were shooting at them, they should have been hit accidentally at least once.
Even a ricochet or something.
Yeah.
All right, Mondo, we got questions. I'm going to say there's a very good chance nobody stomps a room full of stormtroopers. So go ahead and bring up our first contestant and tell me.
Gilbert is our first one.
Gilbert, what is your question once again from the movies, not the expanded universe? No, 1978 Christmas special. None of that. What is your question?
All right. What is the home planet of Chewbacca?
That should be very easy. Yes, right there. I believe this is Dustin or Andrew?
This is Andrew.
Andrew.
That would be Kashyyyk.
Kashyyyk. That's right. Did you know, as a side note, originally they wanted Return of the Jedi. They wanted the Ewoks. They wanted that to be the planet of the Wookiees. And I guess for whatever reason, I think, maybe they decided it would be less expensive to make tiny costumes instead of big costumes. I don't know exactly. But all right. Thank you, Gilbert, for the call. We have
Dennis Quintana.
Here's Dennis Quintana, who's the biggest fanboy I know. Oh, it's going to be extra. It's going to be extra sweet.
I still have a life.
Yeah, you got a family and wife and kids and stuff, so you got that going on for you.
Yeah, which I influenced greatly with Star Wars. Anyway,
you still live in your wife's basement? I'm just kidding.
Oh, you're so mean.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
Go ahead, Dennis.
Okay. Outside of George Lucas, what Hollywood film director benefited from Star Wars because of a bet he made with him?
I know.
Well, you don't count.
I don't count. I'm not even a stormtrooper. I should count.
I think they have an answer.
They're discussing it over.
Mm-hmm.
The storm clones are discussing it.
Uh-oh.
It could be two.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you.
To go ahead.
The initials are SS. I'll give you that much.
Okay.
Man.
We already, yeah.
Well, all right. Yeah, that we were going to go with Steven Spielberg right there. But, we also thought potentially Francis Ford Coppola. But, yeah, we're Steven Spielberg's.
A bet was made having to do with Close Encounters of the Third Kind, right, Dennis?
Exactly right.
What was, do you recall the nature of the bet?
I think it was like 5% or something of overall gross of the film forever.
Lucas had bet that his movie would not be as successful as Close Encounters.
Yeah.
And he said, I'll give you 5% of the gross if my movie is as successful as Close Encounters. Well, it was. It was the most successful movie ever made at the time. So I forgot what they said that Spielberg has gotten through the years, but it is a king's ransom. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay. Thank you, DQ. Appreciate it. We want to let's talk a little bit. Monster, if you want to get a couple other contestants, I do have the BalloonFest tickets and I want to give them away. Gosh, this just might be too much of a brain trust here of knowledge. While Mondo's getting another contestant, Ian, you want to tell us about Sun City Sci-Fi for this year?
Yeah, we actually have two events coming up this year. One is next month, Sun City Comic-Con and Film Fest. We're going to have Matthew Wood, who is General Grievous. He's going to be there, and he's also working on Episode 7. So if you have any Episode 7 questions, you need to come out.
Episode 7 would see General Grievous back, or
not General Grievous, but he is also a sound editor, and he's working behind the scenes on all the.
now, what is he the guy? He did the voice, he did the motion capture, or what did he do?
He did the voice for Grievous in episode 3. He also did voices in episode 1 and 2, but he's also a sound editor. He's worked on all the prequel trilogy, and
Okay, who else is coming?
we also have Carlos Deanda, who is a DC Comics artist, and he worked on the Batman Arkham Asylum games, and he's also worked on the Dark Horse's Star Wars comic books. And he's from here, El Paso, and Eddie Nunez, who's also a DC Comics artist, is going to be coming, and he's also here from El Paso. So we got a lot of local talent that's gone out and done some great things, and that's June 12th through 14th at the Camino Real in Tricky Falls.
Okay.
We're also going to be showing Iron Man, Star Trek Wrath of Khan, Serenity. So we got a lot of great movies going on, as well as the convention.
And what is the other event?
The other event is October 17th and 18th. It's Sun City SciFi Fan Expo. It's going to be back for its second year. We don't have any guests or anything announced yet, but that one is also going to be at the Camino Real. So we have a lot of cool things coming up this year for all the geeks and the nerds in El Paso.
Which, believe it or not, no longer pejorative when you call someone a geek or a nerd. I never heard those phrases used in kindness when I was a kid. I don't know about you, but let's take a couple more contestants here. John is who we want to go with next. Hi, John.
It's Sean.
Hi, John. Go ahead.
Sean.
Oh,
Hey.
Sean. I'm sorry, Sean.
Yeah. How big is Womp Rat?
We used to bullseye womp rats back home in Beggar's Canyon. They're no what does he say?
No more than 2 meters.
No more than 2 meters, Sean.
Dang it.
Yep. They're not much bigger than 2 meters. All right. And Jesse, go ahead, Jesse.
All right. When Luke and Han Solo were bringing Chewbacca on the Death Star, what was the number of the cell block they were transferring him from?
Okay,
or not from to, excuse me.
We thought we had an answer. Pardon?
Which one was he coming from, or which one is he going
Which one was he coming from, or which one was he going to?
Which one he was going to?
Which one was he going to? Okay,
Go ahead.
Here we go.
I'm actually kind of happy you asked this one because this is my Wi-Fi network name. It's
what are you giving that out for?
It's cell block 1138.
Cell block 1138. Yeah. All right. Nice try, Jesse. Thank you.
So if you want to hack Ted's computer,
Now you know what it's called. Good luck with the password.
What are you hoping for, guys, from the new movie? I mean, is there one thing that you say, I hope they have this in it, or I hope they don't have this in it? Anybody want to give one? Ted, you want to give one on that?
Yeah, one thing that I'm really excited about is the fact that it has a lot more practical effects in it. They're kind of cutting down on the CGI as much as they could, and they're going with actual costumes and actual people in outfits, which made me really happy because that was something that was missing from the prequel movies.
Right. Ian, anything there that you're hoping to see or not see?
I mean, it'd be great to see Darth Vader again. You see.
I'm trying to think how that could work.
Well, he could come back as a ghost,
As a
and guide-
Force ghost,
and guide Luke.
which is going to be friggin' what's his name?
Hayden
yeah,
Christensen.
so which Force Ghost are we going to have? Or are we going to have Hayden Christensen, or are we going to have
Old Man Ghost.
was it Bernard? I can't remember his last name.
The guy who played Darth Vader's in the prequels.
In the when the actual
When they
reveal.
removed his helmet. Or
Yeah.
whatever.
It was Sebastian Shaw.
Sebastian
Shaw.
Sebastian Shaw.
I guess we're going to have plenty of R2 and C-3PO. That's going to be part of it.
So no one won the tickets?
No one was
Just
able
give them
to.
away,
No
no
one
one.
was able to stump. So I'm just going to say call it number 10 at this point because we were an impenetrable fortress, much like they thought the Death Star was, but they were wrong, thanks to those Bothan spies. Right? I'm getting everything kind of correct, right? All right. What do you guys do when you're not doing Balloon Fest? What other kind of stuff do you do? The 501st. What other kind of events do you do, and how often are you called out? Once a month, twice a month, once a year? What do you got?
So basically, the 501st Legion is a worldwide charity costuming group. We're actually a registered 501c3 nonprofit. worldwide active members, we have a little over 8,000 as of this year. We do events for Make-A-Wish Foundation, all of the different various children's hospitals. We make events for Lucasfilm and Disney, especially nowadays with the build up to all of the new movies that are coming out.
Lucasfilm and Disney will contact you guys. We want you to show up at this, that, or the other.
Correct. Actually, what it is, because if you get down to the base of it, we're all walking copyright violations. And so in the beginning, when our founder, Albin Johnson, started out, he got noticed by Lucas, and there became an agreement that you guys, we won't sue you guys, with or give you a cease and desist letter. But when we have events, like the Star Wars Symphony or movie openings, you'll show up for us. And it's been a good relationship over the last, 16 years. Almost 17 years now. Yeah. So yeah, actually getting close to 20 years now.
So I guess when they laid that out as the deal, hey, you've got to show up at these official events in costume. That was you didn't have to think long about that.
No, not at all.
Yeah.
None whatsoever.
And you don't have to pay to get into the event, do you?
No. Usually we never work for any kind of compensation. What we do, if somebody does offer to pay, we ask that they donate to charities in the name of the 501st.
I got one.
Fantastic. We got a caller, 10. Thank you, guys.
We did. Chris Vagdon got himself tickets to the concert portion of BalloonFest.
All right, Chris. Great. We'll see you guys out at the balloon launch. That's bright and early, so the Storm Troopers will be there as the Darth Vader balloon goes up, the Master Yoda balloon. They will try to sabotage, bring down, but hopefully there'll be some Jedi. Not many left these days of the Jedi, but we'll find out when the new movie comes out. Thank you guys for coming by. And I'm looking forward to seeing the replica of the X-Wing. That's going to be ready, right, Ian?
Yes, sir.
Is it built already, or are you still working on it?
We're still working on it.
Okay.
But it'll be pretty much ready to go when BalloonFest comes around.
All right, let's take a break.